I'm going to talk about Tabletop Simulator a bit.
Okay.
We're playing that on the Fridays. We are halfway through a game of Eclipse.
I dug out my box.
Yes, good prop there, like it. Well, I'm finding already that the actual game has a number of advantages over this, or the tabletop simulator game rather. Well, for starters, I accidentally table flipped.
I noticed that on Twitter.
There was much hilarity. I was trying to click something, I clicked the wrong thing, suddenly everywhere drops into space. But at which point Ascar just kept pushing the back button. He was hosting for us. He's got decent upload speed, so we just rewound time. See, the good thing about tabletop simulator is you have control over time and space as well as the board game itself. So things like being able to freeze the entire game, its participants and its state, and into a save game, which you can only do in real life if you've got a dining room table no one's going to use for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And we're going to pick that up. We tested. It does load straight back up. You select which player you were, and off you go again. You carry on as if nothing had happened. So we can pick that up for a second sitting next week, which gives everyone time to go away and plot and scheme and do diplomacy and stuff. I'm particularly worried about the far end of the galaxy there. I think Ascar and Embryo are definitely tooling up a bit there. It's the white team and the blue team. There's so many ships and stuff going on over there. And of course, I've done my usual thing of
have you done any
peaceful
military?
Expansion. And I built an interceptor once, I think, mostly
To explore with.
Yes, yeah. No, I've got a vast, productive empire with no defences whatsoever, and I'm just relying on the basic fundamental decency of my fellow players.
Do they know?
Well, it's obvious to see. There's no hidden stuff. It's all on the table. I think Wish has done something similar, but I think he probably got a cunning plan. He often does. But he's the red team. I was green. It really good. And particularly for this, I remember trying to play that in a real game. It sort of worked, but
It sort of worked.
it was all right. Yeah. But it is a lengthy game. What does it say on the box? We were curious actually as to what it said for time.
It says
Because we got a 4-player game.
30 minutes per player.
30 minutes per player.
2 to 6 players.
So we're already into about 3 hours, and and then we're on turn 5. So I mean, we had a false start because we mixed up the tiles wrong or something. So we had to go and take it away and start again. So that was half an hour. But I think we're going to be looking nearer to 5 or 6 hours. I think for 4 players. And I don't think that's necessarily Tabletop Simulator's fault either. I think it is just a complicated game. But what we're finding though is the usual thing, isn't it? It's the terrifying rules explanation at the start, and then the first few turns, and eventually you get the rhythm going, and
Just going through the box.
It speeds up a great deal. Of course, the next time we play it, we'll have probably forgotten. But it seems we were enjoying it, and I'm looking forward to the second sitting, the exciting denouement.
I was going to show the pieces, but they look exciting.
Little spaceships and stuff. The pieces on the Tabletop Simulator are spot on.
Are they?
Even the little ships look the same as the plastic ones. Someone's done a really good job of modelling those and everything. This is really interesting. I particularly like the playmat that comes with the Tabletop Simulator version as well. Big sort of galactic background, and it's got the sort of markers for where the hexagons should go, which is nice. We had to keep scaling the tiles down a bit, make them 95% because they were sort of sitting on top of each other, not going down nicely. So we had to sort of shrink the tiles. Again, you can do that with tables. You shrink the pieces and they sit down much better. So lots of advantages there. Really enjoying it. Looking forward to the second half. Of course, if this works, then we might start looking at Twilight Imperium, the big setting.
Oh,
yeah. We'll have to send everyone over with weighty PDFs to go and read or whatever. But we might try a few more casual, light-hearted things for a few weeks after this, though. But it works well. I think we had a few spectators in as well, watching the proceedings. I think Tabletop Simulator takes 10 players. So I think we had 3 or 4 people watching. So that was good.
Cool.
Yeah. Looking like that a lot. Really pepped up the Fridays again. I think I was getting a bit bored of Guns of Icarus, to be honest. I was getting a bit samey, but yeah, tabletop board gaming on a virtual sense. It's great.